5 things you probably missed in John Wick 4. Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at 5 things you probably missed in John Wick 4. Let's get right into it. The Wickverse franchise has come a long way since its early days, with each film getting bigger, more intense, and more violent than the last. As with the Fast and Furious series, John Wick 4 movies have a loyal fanbase that eagerly awaits each new installment. In John Wick Chapter 4, we get to see our favourite characters return, including Reeves as the stoic Wick, Ian McShane as Winston, Lance Reddick as Sharon, and Lawrence Fishburne as the Bowery King. Additionally, we get to meet new characters, such as Hiroyuki Sanada, Donnie Yen, and Rina Sawayama, as we follow Wick on his globe-trotting adventure. Bullets fly, and stakes get higher. With so much action and adrenaline-pumping moments, it's easy to miss some of the hidden Easter eggs scattered throughout the film. But fear not, if you are a true fan with a fully stocked arsenal of knowledge, here are some of the best Easter eggs to look out for in John Wick Chapter 4. Number 5. Ballerina. In a brief scene in John Wick Chapter 4, the Marquis is seen watching a ballerina. Given what we learned in Chapter 3, there's a high probability that she is one of the girls trained by Angelica Houston's director. In the previous movie, Houston's character paid a hefty price for helping Wick when her hands were stabbed with a sword. The head of the Rosca-Roma crime family trained young ballerinas as assassins, including the character Rooney, played by Unity Phelan, who appeared in the third movie. The upcoming film Ballerina, set between the events of Parabellum and Chapter 4, will focus on Ana de Armas' character Rooney hunting down the people responsible for killing her family. Reeves, Houston, McShane, and Reddick are set to appear in the movie, while Gabriel Byrne and Norman Reedus have undisclosed roles. The Ballerina spin-off promises to take us deeper into the intricate world of the John Wick franchise, exploring the lives of the ruthless assassins trained by the director and revealing new details about the criminal underworld. Number 4. Wick's name. In a brief moment in the John Wick franchise, Katia, Natalia Tena, welcomes Wick back to the Rosca-Roma in Giardani. In the previous movie, there was a passing mention that Wick's real name is Giardani Jovanovic. Giardani is the Romani equivalent of John, while Wick appears to be a westernized version of the Vich in his surname. Although he was previously expelled from the Rosca-Roma, he gets readopted into the family in Chapter 4. Only a select few refer to him by his given name, and even on his tombstone it still reads John Wick. As to whether or not we will see Wick return in future movies, it remains uncertain. However, there is the possibility that we could learn more about his story in Ballerina or potentially see a cameo from a young Giardani in the Continental. Regardless, it's difficult to imagine the franchise having the same snappy feel if it were called Giardani Jovanovic. Number 3. Pencils everywhere. Movies have a thing for using pencils in unique ways. Donnie Yen's character, Kane, in John Wick Chapter 4 also finds a new use for the writing tool. In previous movies, the pencil has been mentioned as one of Wick's deadly weapons. However, in this movie, Kane uses a pencil to stab Chidi through the hand. Unfortunately, we don't get to see Wick use a pencil as a weapon in this installment. Number 2. Game of Thrones. Chapter 4 of the John Wick franchise pays tribute to Game of Thrones in several ways. 2 actors, Natalia Tena and Ian McShane, have both appeared in both universes. In addition, the dog trainer for one of the direwolves on Game of Thrones trained the Belgian Malinois dogs used in Chapter 3, which belong to Halle Berry's character, Sophia. Moreover, Jerome Flynn, who played Bronn in Game of Thrones, had a role as Barada in the third John Wick movie. But perhaps the most explicit reference to Game of Thrones in Chapter 4 is the weapon used in a top-down fight scene, which is called the Taran Tactical Innovations Dracarys Gen 12s. The shotgun fires explosive rounds, known as Dragon Breath, which create a fiery explosion. Although the two universes may seem vastly different, this connection shows how the John Wick franchise continues to pay homage to pop culture. Number 1. A tribute to Lance Reddick. Just a few days before the release of John Wick Chapter 4, the entertainment industry was hit with the tragic news of Lance Reddick's passing. Reddick was a well-known actor who had appeared in some of the most popular television shows, such as Lost and Fringe. He was also known for his role as Sharon, the trustworthy concierge of the Continental Hotel. In the first 3 John Wick films, the loss of Reddick hit home even harder when Sharon's character was killed by Marquis Vincent de Gramont, played by Bill Skarsgård, early on in the film. Later in the movie, we see Ian McShane's character Winston standing at Sharon's grave with a simple epitaph of friend. Despite Reddick's untimely passing, he will still appear as Sharon in the upcoming Ballerina spin-off. Additionally, the Continental prequel series, set to be released in 2023, will feature Amy Dadigun as a young Sharon, and will take viewers back to the 1970s to explore the hotel's history. Reddick's legacy will continue to live on through his incredible body of work, including his memorable portrayal of Sharon in the John Wick films. That's all for today, and we'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.